Well, look, no, we're not good. We're not good anywhere. Um, my concern continues to be the transactional nature of our foreign affairs. It continues to be the fact that Todd appears out of his depth and that the government does not have a guiding national interest. It appears as though it's what Jack Dio on one day or Irfan wakes up another day and feels like doing that is what we do. And a nation certainly cannot be run in that manner. I'm deeply concerned that we do not have a handle on this migration issue. It is mind-boggling for me to see a government that refuses, and it is now to the point of refusal. This is not a point of incompetence anymore. There's a point in which, Kelvin, it moves from incompetence, that you can't do it because you don't know how to, and then it moves to you are unwilling to do it. And in my own view, this is where this government is. Because since anybody who has followed me since I started speaking in the National Assembly would recognize that from year one, I flagged the need for a migration policy, for a sound immigration regime, one that preserves the advantage for Guyanese. Because our country is now opening up. Everybody is running here. And so what are the benefits or the advantages that are carved out for me as a Guyanese citizen that was born here, that lived here, that grew up here, that contributed to the development of this nation? And so in the absence of a sound thought out policy, you have the kind of confusion that you're seeing. I have also been very clear that we are in the crosshairs of every geopolitical issue that you could think about happening in the world right now. We are front and center in the crosshairs. And so we need to have a diplomatic corps and a cadre of diplomats who understand what the national interest is and who are able to act in that regard. Look, and I intend to take it up with the Ministry of Home Affairs. I noticed Seth Narayan Singh, commenting yesterday by way of letter in the Stabrook News about Vishnu Prasad's fitness to be the CEO of GCOM. Now, I hope that it is not Seth Narayan Singh, the disgraced former CEO of Gaisuko, that failed to turn Gaisuko around and who, irrespective of his failure, was appointed as an ambassador to Belgium and permanent representatives to all kinds of things and places. I hope it's not the same Seth Narayan Singh commenting on partisan political matters, because he must understand that as a diplomat, that defies diplomatic decorum. As a diplomat, you are out there not to represent the PPP government. You are a representative of the people of Guyana. And so I hope it's not the same Seth Narayan Singh that is the ambassador and that is writing in the newspaper and tarnishing the names of current employees of GCOM. Because I will not go into the details of why neutrality of a diplomat who is deployed on behalf of the country is extremely important. So there is that. And then, of course, we have the situation with the Venezuelan migrants and this government's refusal to foster a whole of community approach to dealing with this issue. This government wants to precipitate strife with Venezuelan migrants, between migrants and Guyanese. I am convinced that they want to precipitate strife because they want to be able to get up and say that people in the opposition who are talking about this, they're xenophobic, etc. This is why they are so deliberately divisive in their approach. I want to use the example of Linden and what has happened there. Are you from Linden? I'm from Linden.
Talk to us.
And so we understand what the injection of six to 800 people one time in our community could do, the way it could overburden our school system, the way it could overburden our healthcare system, the hospitals and schools, our ability for sanitation services, the strain that they will place on that. Now, instead of doing the right thing, this PPPC government, and going into Linden and engaging the authorities there, Hugh Todd runs up there with his usual bravado and his just disregard for anything proper and decent, and goes to engage the migrants without informing and incorporating the municipal and judicial authorities in his outreach, and then expects that Sharma Solomon mustn't say anything, and expects that Darren Adams must not say anything, and then tries to paint them as xenophobic when they do speak. When it is the role of government, if they are serious in the first place, to understand that you are dealing with a delicate situation. You are dealing with the situation of not only migrants, but you're dealing with a peculiar situation here, Governor, and that is because the Haitians, for example, don't feel that two-thirds of Guyana belongs to them,
Exactly.
right? So that is the nuance that I think is missed when we deal with the migration issue. And I see you talking about integration, and I keep asking him, what do you mean by integration? Because there are degrees to integration, including political integration. And given the circumstances of the case, do you believe that political integration is the wisest choice right now? Because I could very well see a situation where people are deliberately sent here to lie as sleeper agents, the insertion of a fifth column into our country, and we integrate people into a political system, and then suddenly we don't want to be ruled by Guyana anymore. We want to be ruled by a certain other country. And so these are things that have actually happened in real life. But we have a government that is pig-headed, and a government that is unable to really demonstrate a commitment to the people of Guyana.